Oh, that was a good one. I think the 4 clicks down helped. Okay, I'm in Nebraska shooting prairie dogs today. Came up early in the morning because the heat is just so intense. And I'm going to try to get some of these on video for you guys to see. But I mean, my issue this morning is it's been so hot I just haven't been able to stand to go very much. And this morning I got here early and the sun is right in my eyes. I can't see a thing. There's just so much glare. And so I'm going to try to change directions and maybe try to shoot due north, and maybe I'll get a few more shots in. But I mean, I could see some on the other hill, but the glare is so bad in my scope I really can't zoom in on them either with the camera or the rifle. So anyway, I'm going to move over to the other side. There's a tree down here. I'm going to move over to the other side of that tree and try shooting up the valley that way, due north for a little bit, and see if I can get a few more shots in. All right, I bought an air rifle out here to use out here. Now, I've not had any luck getting close enough to prairie dog to take any kind of reasonable shot. But I've also got, this morning, I've got a rabbit stuck in a prairie dog hole. And I think that, even though it's not probably a reasonable shot, it's a makeable shot. Got a little wind from the left, probably 5-6 miles an hour. Let's see if we can take him out. Right over his head. Well, that's interesting, because I was aiming a little high. Probably just aimed right at him. Ooh, then that was a little short. Oh well. He's moved out a few yards now. I don't know if I can hit him now. It's probably a decent shot. Now he's got the aim a little high. Yep, he's gone. Alright, I moved up on a different hill to get a different angle because the sun is still beaming in from my right side, which is of course due east. And don't see that many critters, but I'm sure they're out there. I still think it's just a tad early for them to be kind of up and about because of the shadows. You know, of course, to them shadows mean predators, and they insist on visibility. So anyway, we'll see if we can get a couple of shots in. I'm scanning right now. Like a moron, I didn't bring binoculars, so I'm having to do it with the naked eye. Usually pretty good at that, but sometimes it's hard to see them just because they stand up. They're easy to see because you can see their belly. It's white. But if they're laying down, a lot harder to spot one. Which I think I just see the one that's pretty close actually. Nope. It's that rabbit. Okay, I've got one spotted on the camera. He looks about 150 yards away. See if we can get a good shot in on him. Hardest thing is I'm on kind of a side hill and I'm having to keep adjusting my bipod as I move back and forth to keep my reticle level. And so here we go. Let's take it if we can get this guy. Oh, he stood back down. Stand up, buddy. Come on. Stand up. There you are. You know you want to. Oh, yes. Well, heck. Okay, there's one right in there somewhere. We'll see if we can hit him. Flies. Man, I'm shooting high. Well, this didn't work very well. Cut. This didn't work a lot better. There's just not that many this direction. I did see some to the south, and maybe what's happened is on this huge hill, there's mounds all over it, but they may have relocated further south toward the pond, and the grass is a little greener down there, and maybe they've just eat this one down too much. So I'm going to go down and try that direction for a while, and then come back to here and just see if these have decided to pop up for the day. You just never know with these things. I mean, sometimes it looks like there's thousands of them, and then you shoot a couple of times and they'll all go down. Probably shooting maybe a little too close to them, and that's why if I go down to the other side, I can shoot down this valley, and I'm shooting, you know, around 200 yards, and it's not so right in their face, I guess. So I'm gonna go in there and try that one. We'll see how we do. I just saw another one over there, but it's almost not worth just sitting here for onesies if I can find a place where I could shoot multiples. So that's where I'm headed south. This is looking south toward where the pond is. The pond looks like a shadow. It's back there, you can see it, but the shadow of the hills over the side of it. But I've seen a lot more prairie dogs here. There's one right in front of me with his head half out. There's one slightly to the left here. But there's a bunch kind of way down here in the middle. Let's see if I can zoom in, get you all a picture. But there's some, I don't know. I don't know if the zoom's going to work on these. But there's quite a few around this one mound down there. Just having a hard time seeing with the glare to see the camera. It probably needed some sort of shade over it. And I hate to say it, but the temperature's already oppressively hot. Good news for the landowner here is that there's not near as many prairie dogs in this spot as there used to be. The bad news is they've moved down into the better grass down the hill. So those are the ones that probably need to be targeted more than these here. I mean, these here, there's just, it doesn't seem like there's that many, and of course it just could be the time of day. In fact, I've already been in here walking around and shooting, but there's a lot more down here than there used to be. There used to be just 2 or 3 at a time you'd see down there, but now it looks like that the majority of them have spread that direction. And there used to be quite a few this direction to my left, and I see one right now, but there's not as many. I mean, they used to, you could sit and shoot 6 or 7 off the same mound on a good day, and now they look like that they've the bigger ones and the bigger mounds are shifted down the valley here to my right, which is south. And I'm going to go down there and try again in a minute as soon as I kind of cool off here and let the barrel cool off, because when I get down there I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty intense, you know, amount of shooting, so that'll be cool. Okay, I haven't as much luck on prairie dogs. This is my second rabbit of the day with my new Hatsan air rifle. It's about a 30-yard shot offhand. He ran out. I saw him before run, stuck his head out of a prairie dog mound, and that was kind of tragic for him. Pretty good shot. The only place I could hit him was in the head, so kind of wiped him out. Didn't have time to turn on the video camera, but I'm about to go down here and try to shoot some prairie dogs around this bend, because now that I'm down this flat ground and the rifle's cooled a little bit, I think I can get a couple more shots in. Don't know how far this prairie dog town goes, but I see some where I've never seen them, way down next to the pond. So after I finish shooting at these stupid ones here, I want to move up on the hill a little bit, try to get some shots at those. Speaking of stupid ones, there's one right there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully I got the camera on. Oh yeah, went right through him. Even though he went in the hole, he's gone. All right, this might be the last dumb one in this group, so I'm going to take a shot at him. Hard to see him. Oh, there's more of them than one. There's a whole group of them. Might go in. Ooh, missed him clean. I don't know what I did to him. Oh, that was a good one. I think the 4 clicks down helped. Right over him. Daggone it. Need more bullets. Got him. Or maybe not. There's someone stuck his head back up. I may have missed him. But there's another one there, because there's been a group. Right underneath him. I'll be dang. Bounced him up in the air, but didn't kill him. Oh, that was tragic. Tragic. The barrel's so hot I can't even touch it. Oh, there's one more. Too far under. Re-gauge. Aim right at him. Oh yeah, he gone. I don't know if there's any left in this hole or not. Shot almost a whole box at these guys. I'll let my rifle cool down a second while I get all this brass up. That was fine shooting. I mean, not by me, but just fine because there was a lot of shot. Be able to take a lot of shots, really fast time. And that's what you want when you go prairie dog hunting, not one of those, you know, I've been some places where I have to sit there, you know, 10 minutes between shots. And as hot as it is today, you know, you want to go somewhere where you can get a lot of shots in so you can get the heck out of Dodge when it gets too hot to be able to stand it. So anyway, I'm sitting here in beautiful Nebraska, and I see a whole bunch more prairie dogs down the valley. As soon as this gun cools and I drink some of this delicious Diet Pepsi, I'm going to head up and take a few more shots, and then I'm going to head back to help with my niece's wedding. So this has been a good day. I just really wish that instantly I would have noticed that they had moved further down the valley, because there's probably 100 in this group down through here. And so I'm going to go down and see if I can knock a few more of them out. It's amazing how many there are in this group, because I mean, in the last few years there's not been any down here, or just hardly any. And now, man, they look like they've just taken it over all the way down the valley. Like I say, I hate that for the guy that owns the land. Makes a lot of good shooting for me, though. Maybe I'll do enough damage to help him out. So anyway, well, I'm sweating like a dog, so I'm going to get going, because I'm going to be able to take this heat too much longer. So, okay, where I've been shooting has not been that far. Probably maybe 100 yards. Maybe, I don't know if it's that much. But I'm getting ready to move down there. Hopefully I'll get you some footage of some dead ones. Ooh, there's still a live one down there. Maybe I should shoot him instead. Wouldn't that be a good idea? He's right there. There might be 2 or 3 live ones there still. Now that I see it. I think I got him. All right. Came to check and see how much further down this valley they've spread. There's a few way, way, way down there. I don't know if it's even worth going after. But my camera, my big camera, ran out of juice. So now I'm going to use one on my phone here to take some pictures for you. This one, that's a nasty shot right there. I don't care who you are. Pretty tragic.